Okay.
I need to react to that story. So if I go to Oluyole to go and forge my birth certificate or bring a police...
I should just show something that proves I'm besides, nobody, people know you're not 50, so...
Okay.
It's not going to work for you.
Let me just end it. I don't need to know. So in case I have someone, because that's good money to win anyway.
And just to confirm as well, ex-international and Super Eagles captain Kanu Nwankwo has been appointed the manager of Enyimba Football Club. And this was announced yesterday. So congratulations to Enyimba Football Club. Those of you who've been clamoring for the exit of Felix Anyasi, you finally got your wish. But then again, the only thing that's constant in life is change. And I think he's been there for too long anyway, so...
Might as well. Be there for too long. Can a person be there in a position there for too long? I'm not for or against, but I'm saying...
He's accomplished everything that he can with Enyimba.
You cannot be in a place for too... Especially if you're bringing in new ideas. Yes. I take, for example, I'm not comparing, but think about Florentino Perez. He's been at Real Madrid for
decades.
He's been there for too long.
He came back. No, but what he's doing, he did the Galactico
but the thing is, you can't be the only one with all the great ideas.
Well, he's the one with the...
Open up the doors for other people.
Nobody, no club in Europe has won the Champions League.
It doesn't matter.
He did it.
It doesn't matter.
Times.
You can't be a what's that word again? Residue of knowledge or something like that. You can't have it all. You can't know it all, huh? Repository of knowledge. You can't know it all. There has to be something. Even Real Madrid need to try something new. And I'm glad Enyimba are trying something new.
But what Femi is saying is that if something is working, something
is working, there can be another way to make it work better.
Okay. Yes, but not necessarily, because Enyimba won the title last year. So if you say somebody's not working, they just won the title.
Enyimba hasn't won the CAF Champions League.
He's not saying it's not working. He's saying better.
We're using for the critics who are outside who's saying it's not working. This guy just won the title last year. It's hard for any Nigerian team at this point.
He didn't win the title. The coach won the title.
I'm going to sit on defense now. The
coach won the title. I hate it when people say administrators did this for the club.
I'm saying that
the coach won the title.
It was under his reign that they won the title.
That sounds better.
It was under his reign he won the title.
He appointed the manager that won the title. He hired him.
Have to be careful about that one too.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You have to be careful about those kind of statements.
You don't know for sure. Because I listened to the interview of what's his name, Fidelity Lichuku, and the first thing he started was by saying the state government. He didn't call anybody's name. He didn't call David Sinowumi. He went straight first to the state government. So now he's talking to the governor. They're coming down.
Okay.
So let's be. But I want to talk about the basketball story. I think I'd love to start with that story. I spoke about that camp, about what the Basketball Federation is doing is wrong because it's a national team. We can do that for maybe under 17, all those cadet teams. You can do open camp, and that's fine.
I still don't see anything wrong with it.
When you're going to the national level, that's the highest level. We're talking about the Africa Cup of Days. I say we're going for the Nations Cup.
There's a saying that goes once bitten, twice shy.
Yes.
And when you remember, what happened between the Basketball Federation, the girls, and the sports ministry, I don't blame the Basketball Federation for going this route. I do not.
I blame them for why I blame them is that you don't have to go this way. You can sit down and ask yourself, okay, so what direction do you want to go? Call local players. Call up a squad of 10 or 20 local players or 30 local players.
Femi,
you're the one that are picking those players.
Femi, there's nothing wrong with a trial.
I disagree.
And there's nothing.
It's not the trial. It's the way the trial is being done. I think that's what she's.
No, a trial is wrong.
There's nothing wrong with a trial. There's nothing wrong.
Have you seen the pictures from the trials? It's bad. We spoke about the Super Falcons traveling for the World Cup, and we all agreed here that they should go in NFF kits or Super Falcons kits. I see the national team coach, the women's coach, she's putting on WNBA for a trial for the national team. I'm like, are you joking? In Chicago, you are joking.
How do you know she's got her kits yet?
She should have. Because as when the person,
she should. Yes, we agree. Do you know if she has?
Whatever she's wearing is wrong on the NBBF. The NBBF should have sent her kits to her before that because they announced the dates.
They should have, but has she got it?
They can buy somewhere.
She can wear something else.
Wear something else. Maybe you can just wear something else that has the sponsor or something else, not WNBA bagada on her chest.
Look,
It's
we agree there's certain things that are not for the optics. It's wrong for the optics. Yes, for a national team coach, yes, I agree. But for national trials, based on what I said earlier, I'm never going to say that it's. I'm sorry. No matter what you think or how you try to convince me, based on what happened with the sports ministry and the girls, I'm gonna look. If she wants to retire, fine, go. There's a lot of talent existent in this country.
That's I agree.
But
You know-
but we cannot fault her
But what
I'm
she's
not
saying,
faulting her. It's her decision to make. Yes,
based on
on
what she outlined.
based on international
It
best
was-
practices.
Exactly.
but there's no hard and fast rule that says it must be done like this.
Agreed.
The Basketball Federation have decided that this is the route that we want to go. You've got to be able to, because ultimately, look at the bigger picture. What are they trying to accomplish? What are they trying to forestall? Those are key
You're trying to
components.
forestall your own mistakes because you were part of the mistake. You were part of the problems. The whole idea here is trust. That trust has been broken. And that's the same trust issue we're having with the Super Falcons. Once you break trust, you can own me as long as I trust you. And I'm saying this because while I worked for the federal government, there were months they
You know the
owned me.
thing about that, the Super Falcon story, Onomebi has come out to deny that the girls
That thing was-
were going to.
I did not
Yeah,
expect
you
her
see?
to say no.
She's come out to deny the story.
I did not expect her to say no matter the question I asked is why was it the NFF that granted that story? Why did you ask that story?
Why did
Yes,
who ask the
The
story?
NFF asked the story. It was the NFF that was asking the story. The question, the interview she did, the video, it was NFF TV. It was on their social media platform. So my question is, who asked the question? Was the media officer who was behind the camera? But where did the source, where did the Punch get the story from? Because the Punch were also coming out with their own chest to say this story.
No, you're
exists.
confusing me. Who asked what
Let me
question,
say-
what answer?
Let me
The
say NFF
Onome-
organized
Yes,
Onome's
that Onome's
interview.
own was
Why-
As a
was he-
reaction,
Yeah.
as a reaction to what supposedly came out in the media.
So what they started, because I watched the whole interview. She spoke about the training, the intensity, how prepared they are. Then the last story now goes, oh, there are stories that you people want to go on strike.
Yes.
Is it true?
Uh-huh.
What do you want her to say? Yes, true. We want to go on strike on the NFF
Because,
TV.
because
No,
NFF is on asking her.
NFF is not asking her. She has to say yes. That we're
I
not
don't
going-
understand what you're saying.
I'm saying that-
I don't get it. What do you? I don't get
She
it.
was
Do
going
you want
to-
her to? I don't understand.
I'm
There's
saying-
a story that emerged, and nobody can actually say, because when the story came out, nobody could say that one particular person said we are going
on
to
strike.
go on strike and not play a game. All they said was that a group of girls sat and met and made a decision. Onome comes out to say that, look, nothing of such happened. There was no such meeting. We did not come up with any kind of resolution. I don't understand. Are you trying to say that the story that was formulated is true and Onome is only trying to save face? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that even the NFF did not say, they did not publicly come out to say they will not pay the girls their bonuses. Right? The story came out that the NFF will not pay the girls their bonuses. None of the girls have said we will not play or we want to collect our
Not
bonus
on
by
record.
force. It is not on record. But this one, the NFF has gone on record to ask.
What do you believe more? Is it not the person who goes on record to say that we are not avoiding any game?
Yes.
We are concise.
Yes.
We are focused on our game.
Yes.
That's
And I'm
what should
saying-
matter.
No, yes. And I agree with that. That the person I can see, this is what she said. But I'm saying that the source of the question was the NFF. What do you want me to say when the NFF is asking me a question? Am I going to say I'm the
Because
captain?
Yeah, but you
Stories
can't
don't
blame
exist
you
then.
can't
That's what
blame
Charles
the
is
Football
saying.
Federation
Doesn't
from
exist.
what's the, why words failing me this morning? You can't blame the federation, yeah, from looking at a situation that could possibly derail the team's ambition
And try
at
to
the
quell
FIFA
it.
World Cup and try to quell the rumor.
No, but there are loads of rumors going around. The NFF is not touching.
No, but this is the most important one.
No, no, no,
Based
no,
on
no,
the
no, no,
tournament that
no,
they're
no, no,
preparing
no,
for.
no, 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 no.
When a national team, a set
No.
of players say they're not going to play their game,
No.
what can be more important?
No, the coach came out to talk before even these girls talked about protest. The
Femi,
NFF did not
despite
respond to it.
they don't have to.
Why not?
They don't have
The
to.
man you've employed
Because
says
it's like you're giving credence.
No,
They
to
don't
the
have to.
story.
I think it was irresponsible anyway. For well,
The man-
like I said,
the man spoke about monies that were given. The man spoke about friendlies that he wanted to get. The man spoke about camping you did not give him.
you don't need to
did not
respond to
any
him.
of those
You
things.
don't need to.
But you want to respond to the girls that are going on strike. That's like you said, it's a fake story also, in quotes.
You
Why
don't
are you
need to
responding that
respond to the manager because, for one, he's your employee.
So how will you
Whatever
employ
it is that he thinks is irrelevant, the girls are there for a reason. And the girls right now matter the most.
And the tournament.
They matter the most.
We will see when.
Do you know what it would do to the image of the country if the girls don't turn up for an international game?
Every year that we have threatened to go on strike for every football tournament, take us back to 1998 to 2014.
Who has threatened? Who?
The players.
Which players?
Threatened.
Which national team players in football?
Super Eagles in 2014. The money issue. There were threats that they would go on strike. There was threats in 1998 that they would go on strike. Even women's football in 1999. There were threats they would go on strike. My point is, one name has not come out to say, yes, we are going on strike. Even the basketball team, I was in their space when they all denied. They asked the question, they all said, we don't know where it's coming from. But the minister here says the girls were, even the minister couldn't say, oh, Femi Farawe wanted to go on strike. It's okay, wanted to go on strike. The minister just said the players. He didn't directly say, this player said they were going to go on strike. Actually told me clearly. So we're all working.
The minister never said that the girls told him they were going to go on strike. But what he did say, because we spoke to him here,
yes,
what he did say was that he spoke to the girls, he met with the girls and said, look, this is the situation in which we find ourselves.
Yeah.
We are pleading with you to give us necessary time to resolve matters. And the girls were adamant that, look, we need this or not. Did he not say so?
No, but he didn't mention.
He doesn't have to mention names now.
They're not going to self-sabotage, and they're not going to give credence to these things.
Exactly.
At this point.
I think
that's what
credence.
We're trying to say.
I'm saying that the fact they've asked the question means there's no smoke without fire.
I think even Demola Lajire responding to whatever it was that Waldrum said, he didn't need to.
He shouldn't have.
He really did not need to.
Should not have, because automatically whatever he says, I take it as official.
Yes.
So
yes, he didn't need to because responding to what Waldrum said now, resulted in all of this hullabaloo about strikes and all the whatnot. People,
and
guys,
I think he stoked that fire.
Even our colleagues manufacture stories.
I agree. No, I'm not denying that our colleagues don't manufacture story, but when Waldrum said what he said, and Waldrum didn't say because a Nigerian journalist asked him, he was speaking on a pod and he was freely talking.
And what he says is,
when
did General not complain about salaries?
When Demola Lajile responded to those stories, what you also said, because you are part of the government, the NFF in quotes, you're automatically rubbishing your own coach, an employee that you give the job.
Yeah, but remember when he was talking, Demola, he was speaking to a group of friends and family.
You are the media of the NFF.
What he didn't realize was that somebody would take up the story and publicize the story. But he was just responding to conversation between friends and colleagues. But anyway, we'd love to get your thoughts on the matter. And anything else really that you've heard on the news hound this morning. Anything else catch your attention?
I'm actually just really worried about the fact that we always have this issue about sexual harassment with the women's team. We don't get that.
The Zambia story.
Yeah, we don't get that.
That's 3 out of 4.
We don't get that gist with the guys. Why?
The guys don't have female coaches now, do they?
Okay,
well, they have female staffs.
I want to leave the studio for
Go outside now.
I'm not taking this conversation.
Go outside. I'm just really worried that yes, they don't have direct. They have staff. Women. I've seen some maybe Man City, maybe even Arsenal with female staffs in the in the team.
Yeah, but not at the helm. Not at the helm.
Can have influence.
Usually these stories come out with the head coaches. It's always the head coaches who are involved in this. Even abroad, it's the head coaches. We've heard stories about how
ridiculous
head coaches,
that we have to always. I don't know.
The easiest way to solve this problem is to just give female coaches to female teams.
Okay, that works. But then again.
Because you cannot. I'm not saying it's not right, it's not right. Yes, but you have to be very, very professional, very disciplined. Yes.
That can't you have all of that?
You have to be all of that and a bit more to have the strength to resist the temptation. And what I must say here is as well, because I've spoken to a few coaches, who have not been involved in this kind of thing, sexual harassment, who actually say that the girls come to them. The girls come to them because they're seeking favor. They want to be parts of the squad. They want to be in the first team. So the girls actually throw themselves at the coaches as well.
this story, there are many angles you can take it from. There's the sexual part, which is on the table. There's also the fact that there's a lot of monies going around for this FIFA Women's World Cup. This very one. The monies the women will make, that a lot of them have a lot more to stake this time. Because think about it, we spoke about international teams fighting over money. So it's not just Nigeria. We've got England, Canada, South Africa. Now Zambia's own story, and they said if you want to be a part of the team, you have to submit.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going around. It's dirty. It's really dirty. I think it's dirty. It's not something.
It's not palatable.
It's nothing confirmed either.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because an investigation is ongoing.
Yeah.
And the man really has done well for the female team. They recently defeated Germany by 3-2.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
As far as Zambian football is concerned, it's more like a miracle. The Zambian national team, the male team, have never qualified for the FIFA World Cup. So this man is looked at as a god, more or less, in Zambian football. But investigations are still ongoing. So whatever the case will be,
I wish them the best of luck. Really.
Yeah. Ultimately.
Can I take a few messages before we go for a break? Let's read some of your messages right here. Okay, this may take a while.
Take the ones that I've loaded already now.
Yeah. All right. Let's take out this one. Baba Lola Abdul Ghaffar says, salutation. Hello, Uncle Charles. Will there be a third place match at the ongoing Super 8? I hope there will be played on that same Sunday as the final. Uncle Charles, if you want to educate us, then do it in full. Why and how is kissing not good for someone?
Because there's a lot of germs in people's mouth. And when you kiss, you pass on germs. That's why kissing is not good for you.
Okay. TJ from Malagbado says, I knew there was something wrong with the Super Falcons and NFF. We're here dragging when the Zambia team has played 2 friendly games already against Ireland and Canada. FIFA know they cause any wahala. It's just a system that wants to play smart on the ladies. But my brother, remember, it's not just only Nigeria that's fighting this fight. Everybody else is fighting this fight about this money. England are fighting, Canada are fighting, South Africa are fighting, and more countries are also fighting for this FIFA money.
South Africa. Yeah, the girls protested in South Africa. Yeah, had their matters resolved before they actually got to Australia. So,
okay, let me take a couple more. This here says, "Good morning, Sports Zone. The fact is, we Nigerians don't practice discipline, which is the key to growth. We see discipline as wickedness, tribalistic, hatred, and easily call those who try to practice discipline as I too know. Trust me, sir, I guess a lack of discipline is the only reason Africa's growth is retarded." Orim from Victoria Island. I'll try to squeeze this one in also. Okay. All right. Okay.
We didn't know.
I have to go for the breakdown.
Welcome back. Before we take your messages, quick update. One of Nigeria's airlines, Air Peace, in conjunction with the NIIA, that's the Nigeria Institute of International Affairs, will on July 28 unveil a wall of fame in honor of ex-athletes who sacrificed for Nigeria in many forms in the past. The Wall of Fame is being organized in honor of the athletes who traveled to the Olympic Games in Montreal in 1976, and also for our heroes who won the Africa Cup of Nations back in 1980 as well. So good stuff. We need a Hall of Fame, to be honest, so we can tell stories about our heroes past.
I should have come. I'm surprised how people didn't think about it long ago. I will say yes, better late than never, but
we used to have a museum. Is it still there?
It's still there.
This one at Onikon here.
Yes, it's
still there.
I think I went there. I went there before COVID. That was the last time I went there.
I think they're even working on.
Is the car still
there? Yes.
Buhari's. I said Buhari. Moisa Mohammed's car still there.
Okay,
I need to take my kids to take a look.
Yeah, still there. Yeah. Let me read a few of your messages. So let's go back to that one sent by CEO Africa. Says, "Good morning, guys. Femi, imagine that man is listening to you right now and remembers, then goes to wait for you at the traffic light. My brother will not see me. Not see me. I cannot see me there.
You're unavailable.
I'm not. Cannot see me there. Lie. I've got this one here. Bola from Ojota says, "Good morning, great men of Sports Zone. Please leave his soccer alone. No. I beg you guys had your time in the past. Let Soccer enjoy her time, Jerry.
It's just like Soccer, just never, she never owns up.
Owns up to what?
Just never owns up.
To what? Precisely.
Just never owns up. Somebody sent us a picture of
the girl from
of a Guinness Book of Records. Is this 2000 and what? What's that? 200 what? Oh, 200 hours of sexathon. Hey, yawa deal.
Hello.
Unbelievable.
Hey. Nigeria, please now. You don't do.
All right. Let me read it.
I think people are doing this now just for the fun of it. Yeah, I just
get
think
the attention and know.
You can't really be.
Notes.
You're putting your face to them.
Good morning, Sports Zone. Let me make it 30 seconds before Femi terminates it. My name is Calvin. May the soul of Pa Agbede rest in peace. I would love to be there this morning, but my schedule is very tight. So, but may the soul of Daddy rest in peace. I wish them all the best. The Zambia story is a very, very sad one. Horrible story. I think something needs to be done. This kind of story should not be coming up in sports. Haba. Very, very disgusting story. And Charles, for your earlier discussion, when it rains, nobody should come to Adiro Musoya. Because there's a particular bank that went to build on a drainage. I don't know what the authorities are doing about it. We have held several meetings. On a drainage, everywhere is flooded on the Musoya once it's rained. Nobody should come to Adiro Musoya if it rains.
Still went on to do over a minute. Thank you very much, Kelvin, as well. There are many buildings. We can start calling many.
Let's go.
Okay. This one here is asking, where's David De Gea going to now, Bayo?
I hope he comes to Chelsea, to be honest. I mean, I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper. If the Chelsea... I've sent a message on Twitter to the Chelsea hierarchy. Please get us David De Gea.
We have Kepa. What did he do?
Who's that?
Who
is that?
Kepa was benching.
I beg.
We've got another Bayo asking or speaking. He says, have you heard or slept on spring?
Oh, yes. Now, if you went to boarding school, you stepped on a spring bed. Come on.
Or even iron bunk. That's normal iron bunk.
Abiyo.
Yes, iron bunk. Normal.
Just put your blankets.
Yes.
No, put your blankets on top. Just blankets.
As for MBBF, Mr. Musa Kida is just confused and disrupting a progressive national team. We are professionals in the US and Europe. Why not bring those ladies for the last time to know the next step? Then you start a tryout after the competition for future purpose. Also, it's time to bring back our basketball league. If the league is on and competition, then we will not have all these issues. Lastly, Novak is going for the record equaling and breaking number no matter the challenges with SW19. My name is Bayo. Let's head now to Olawale's message. It says... please give Kanu a chance. If you weren't given an avenue to be on air, I'm not saying I'm not giving him a chance. I've applauded it. I've said it's a great story. Olawale, I don't have a problem with Kanu. I'm just saying we're talking about the critics who were criticizing the former chairman. Let's see. This one says, good morning, Sports Zone crew. This is Cape Late from Amuo. I don't know why we are cursed with bad sports administrators, especially our major sports federation. Football, basketball, and athletics. They keep making pathetic and outrageous decisions, bringing the game to disrepute in the country. Who conducts tryouts for the senior national team? To make matters worse, 3 weeks to a major tournament, you only conduct tryouts for 8th grade teams. For goodness sake, may God redeem our sports. Good day, guys. He adds that Charles's take on the tryouts for our women's national team is worrying. Bro, you for real? Okay, let me go to phone calls.
All right, let's take our first call.
Oops.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Charles.
Good morning.
My name is Chief Darlington. Good morning, Femi.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Charles, this issue of sexual harassment is in 3 ways. Like you rightly said, sometimes the girls throw themselves at not just the coaches, even the backroom staff, believing that it will influence them being part of the team. And there are also times when these people go after them. I've visited female camps severally at the national team. And sometimes these girls themselves sexually harass these people by the way they dress in the camp. And then the worst of it all, Charles, is that the times these girls come out to shout is when sometimes after they have given themselves to these persons and at the end of the day they are not good, they are dropped. Then you begin to hear them cry foul. As for the national team camp being thrown open for trials, there's nothing wrong with that. Because there are people who ordinarily wouldn't have been invited and they are good. You remember the story of how Alcaraz joined the national team? He came on his own to the camp of the Super Eagles and was given an opportunity to play, even though he was playing in the diaspora. He came on his own. Nobody invited him. And he paid his way. If he didn't do that, I was not given a chance to try himself, to showcase what he has. There wouldn't have been an Okwaraji ever playing for the Super Eagles. Good morning.
Thank you. I see a lot of people. Okay, more calls. Seems to be. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
God bless every one of you in the studio.
You too.
My name is Andrew, calling from Surrey.
Go ahead, Andrew.
All right. To me, the trials for the basketball female national team is a no. I do not buy the idea of Mr. Charles, because Mr. Charles also always say the national team, the Super Eagles, is not a place where average players or random players just come to test themselves or do trials. You must have been proven wherever you are coming from, your club side, whether within or outside the country.
Yes, Andrew, you have to also remember that I said that once bitten, twice shy. And based on what happened, based on what happened with the Sports Ministry and the Basketball Federation, if they decide to go this route, I find no blame whatsoever, because the nation cannot be held to ransom by anybody, no matter how good you are. That's my stand.
That's because the administrators themselves have failed in several ways to get this right. Okay, after this tournament now, the next tournament coming, there will be another trial, right?
That's not the idea.
Where is the league?
That's not the idea.
Where is the league? What are they doing to take us to the next level, domestically and internationally? So you do this, if you disappoint the players who pass the trials, what will you do next going forward? You do another trial to get another set of players. It's a circle of failure now.
All right.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning.
You want to?
Calls lives matter too.
Call us lives.
This one on WhatsApp says, I'm baffled by Charles' stance on the idea of an open camp for a national team set to contest in a major championship 3 weeks from now. What have the coaching and technical crew been doing the whole time? Good morning, it's Kunle from New Okoba. Even the coach, he just appointed the coach recently, so I feel like we had one long ago. This year, Chimeze from Agege says, Charles, there's no way Lagos Stocks will ignore any staff comments that tend to put them in bad light. Olufat from Ibafo says, good morning, guys. What does it profit PSG to have Mbappe in their team for 6 years and won 0 Champions League? I think the time to sell him out is now. We've also got this that says, okay, Veronica says, good morning, all. Please, where can I buy NPFL original jerseys?
Let me tell you this, Veronica. Okay, she's not in Lagos anyway. She's not in Lagos. Okay, so, okay.